I've spent so much money on FOMO. Ooh, I've spent so much money because I don't want to be left out. Maybe I'll go if we are going for like a concert, I'll push myself to pay for the ticket, pay for the transport there, pay for the drinks there. It's crazy when you're doing things out of FOMO, especially me. It's crazy.
Men have taken loans for dowries, for weddings. And it's all out of love.
Wait, Joanne. I feel like someone my age taking a loan to take a girl out on a date. You're crazy. Because why are you doing that? If she doesn't love you right now, let's say you're like 23 and you're taking a loan to take a girl out, why would you do that? You can't say it's out of love, Joanne. No, it's bad. You're still young.
But you see, maybe you actually do want this person to be your wife in future.
Yeah, but
and you're gonna, it's not like you're never going to get to the point where you can actually afford these places. It's this period that you don't have it. I'm not backing it up. I'm just saying I kind of understand
where they're coming from.
But I wouldn't advise that.
You get post-spending clarity where when you look at that Nini M-Pesa the next day, you've ever seen that meme when you're sitting down and wondering, who is this 200? Where did they spend this? And then once you see like your M-Pesa balance was from thousands of shillings, and then now it's like here, oh my God. May get the regrets after, way later.
Have you guys seen the meme that says, usijinyime ati una save, unaweza fika mita udedi?
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Behind the Curtain podcast with Centonomy. My name is Wamboy. I'll be your host for this episode, and I'll let my co-hosts introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Ekra.
Hello, my name is Nancy.
Hi, my name is Joanne.
Yeah, so as you see us like this, we are deskies where we sit. And this is about to be a yap sesh. So welcome. So in the last episode, we talked about financial blunders and what things that you've used your money on that weren't worth it. And so today we are talking about money and society pressure. So I'm going to start this with a question to my girls. Is there anything that you have ever spent money on only because it will have made you look good, or not for you? Maybe your friends will have made it. Should have been like props to you on your friends with your friends. Yes.
Yeah, obviously.
I think we go around the room.
Joanne, do you want to start?
Thank you for nominating me, Ekra. I will be sure to return the favor before this episode ends. However, yes, I have certainly spent money on something that I hadn't planned because I want to look nice. I'm not too sure. Because I want to look nice. So my son's school was going for a school trip, and all the friends were going. It wasn't cheap. It was like 17,000. But all the friends were going, and so he kept saying that. And then the parents of the friends called me and asked me, "Is your son going?" So I didn't say yes or no because I asked, "Is your son going?" And they said, "Of course he's going. Of course he's going. It's going to be amazing. They're going all around Naivasha." So I was like, "Yes, he is going." Then I went and started looking for the 17,000. Yeah, that wasn't very. It wasn't planned. It was very, but I looked nice, right?
You did look nice.
Nancy? For me, when I ever bought a skincare product online, just because I think it was on offer, it was cheaper than the one being sold at the supermarket. So I got it online only to realize it doesn't have an expiry date. This is a skincare product. My goodness.
Oh my God.
And I had to return it. Good enough.
Oh my God.
Okay, so for me, are you done? So for me, I haven't spent like money like on material things, but I've spent money going out because I want to fit in or because I don't want to look like the broke friend. So back in my prime, last year, but one, I used to like borrow money so that I can go out with my friends because sikuwa nataka kumiss out nikae broke nikae.
Yeah.
So I haven't spent on material things, but going out Kuzo, yeah, I have.
Yeah, I think mine is the same. I've spent so much money on FOMO. Ooh, I've spent so much money because I don't want to be left out. Maybe I'll go if we are going for like a concert. I'll push myself to pay for the ticket, pay for the transport there, pay for the drinks there. It's crazy when you're doing things out of FOMO, especially me. It's crazy.
But did you feel guilty when doing that? Because you're doing it out of pressure. You're being
In the moment, no. In the moment,
yeah.
hey,
No, in the moment you don't. Imagine, but you get post-spending clarity. When you look at that Nini M-Pesa the next day, you've ever seen that meme when you're sitting down and wondering, mia mbili nilitumia nani? Who is this 200? Where did they spend this? And then once you see like your M-Pesa balance was from thousands of shillings, and then now it's like here, oh my God. Yeah, may get the regrets after, way later.
Have you guys seen the meme that says usijinyime ati una save unaweza fika mita udedi? Have you seen that meme? I feel like now that's how I was living in my prime.
Yeah, actually true, for real. Yeah.
But then I'd be interested to know from you girls, once you realize, so first of all, did you enjoy whatever it is that influenced you, that concert that you went to, or that all-nighter that you went to, ukarudi 3 a.m. and then pale kwa choo, God, this is your child again, I'll never do this again. Did you enjoy?
Yeah, of course.
At the moment.
Of course. Kwanza, if you get there and you feel like you're not enjoying, and then you remind yourself how much money you have used, you force yourself to enjoy, because inabidi. I'll force myself to enjoy. Yeah, but yeah, generally I do.
Yeah, same. Unajiforce. Kuna story ya kwenda kuboeka.
Because unajiforce, so that means like the thing is not, because my next question was going to be, if it's something that you enjoyed and you realize actually would want to afford these concerts all through the year, is it something that now we are doing that can enable me not to do peer pressure? So like coming together as friends and saying, so this year we have like 3 concerts, let's plan in advance. So tunaenda tukiwa na pesa. So that's why I was even asking, did you enjoy, or did you just realize it's something that you just wanted to do because everybody else was doing it?
Yeah, I mean, there's that. You can plan for it, but also there are impromptu plans that your friends can go to, and then now you're only going because they're going. Those ones are the ones that usually get like post-spending clarity. But the rest that I've planned for, I think like usually, like towards the end of the year, there are a lot of concerts. So that's when you plan for in advance. Yeah.
But have you guys ever noticed like those impromptu plans are the ones that too bamba?
Wow.
Like the impromptu plans, then you unatumianga tu pesa kauji. Those are the ones that ushika. But then you're not planning in it. Unawanga like someone nilitumia pesa hapa. But the impromptu plans are the ones that too.
Yeah. YOLO, man.
Hey, the next day unaanza kushanga someone nilibai hii.
Yeah, truly.
It's just
truly, I am. Yeah, I agree, man.
I think my experience is a bit it's quite different. It's about online buying. And then I also had a very terrible one. So you buy a cloth online, and then when it comes, when you try to fit it, at I think for me, I think online buying has been sort of terrible.
Yeah.
You spend money on it because they're offers, but then whatever you receive is totally different.
Yeah, and I think also on online buying, there's that accessibility when you're scrolling. Like it's here on your phone here. Like you can buy it immediately. So impulse buying becomes way easier than actually going to the store and looking for something like that.
I feel like especially right now because we are close to the season where there are a lot of sales and discounts. Pressure. Utakuwa unaona TikTok, unaona unaenda kwa page very fast and you buy it. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, true. So I'm thinking, I want to bring in the aspect of social media. Do you think like social media has made it worse for like society pressures for you? Now it is affecting your personal finances. Do you think so, John?
I definitely do think so. In what way? And I'll use an example. When I was younger, when I was a girl, we used to use something for our face. It used to be called Fair and Lovely. So for the Gen Zs, you might not realize it, but it used to be called Fair and Lovely. And it was one sachet you put on your face, whether you're going out or you're in school, and you're perfect. But then there was a phase that has happened, that continues to happen, about skincare routine. My friend. All start with cleanser. There's a moisturizer. There's a what is it called? The one for preventing sunburns. Sunscreen. And it's a whole line of things that you need to buy. And over time, we have prescribed to thinking that you have to do the skincare routine. And those things are not cheap.
Yeah, they're not.
So by the time I buy all my skincare routine products, I'm looking at about anything past 3,000. 5,000, 10,000, even more. So, if we hadn't gotten to a phase where I feel like everybody was doing it, every person who you look up to on social media is doing it and is showing how they do it. Now we've also believed that that's the right thing to do. Is it going to our finances? Yes, because I'm the one who's going to buy those products. I'm the one who's going to buy all those things. And now I end up having to use a lot of money. I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's something that continues to push you to use.
Yeah, true. I think so as well.
Yeah, it's true. But then you see, social media is a very, very powerful tool. So many businesses have succeeded.
True.
It appeals
through social media. Yeah.
But then it's true that it also has some sort of pressure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, as far as maybe us buying is concerned.
So for me, okay, so I'm in my early 20s and I'm a Gen Z and I'm always in social media. So best believe, I was actually telling my friend the other day to my back, you are really Nairobi to buy wigs. Because, for example, right now there's a lot of pressure on things like iPhones, like things like wigs, like, so for example some naona kama sijaiva wig and I'm like, gosh, ama nichukue nini buy wig ati ni fit in like the rest, but I wouldn't do that. Back in my prime I would have, because they're really expensive. So like, hey, but yeah, social media really plays a big role in pressure. Hey, social media,
I agree.
so bad.
I agree, but I think it's bad when you don't have a sense of what is it called? Do we call it self-control?
Self-control,
yeah. I think we call it self-control. Because I'm number one. I'm on both sides of the spectrum. Kuna vitu mi wana anasema hizo hata using influence, but there's some specific people I follow who influence me to do things. Like if I see them trying out new restaurants, I want to do new restaurants. And most of these people are actually my friends. I rarely follow influencers. So my friends actually influence me to do a lot of things. If I see them going to restaurants, I want to try the restaurants out. And now it's more easily accessible to me because everyone is documenting their life and putting it on socials. So now it's putting a bit more pressure on me to like try out these places. Yeah.
Actually, I have a question for John and Nancy because they're like the nini. Because do you feel like no, don't say that. Okay, millennials. So me and Mama Gentis. So I'm asking, do you feel like the older do you feel like the older you get, or the younger you get, you start feeling like easy to see masks? Like, do you feel like the older you get, you don't get really easily swayed with pressure? Ama do you feel like the older you get, but don't napata your pressure? Yeah, between social media. Yeah.
The older I get, at least from my perspective, the more I really don't care about people's life. It could be a contribution of so many factors because I now have very clear goals about my life. I have so many responsibilities. The moment you're a parent, someone is wearing a wig that is worth my entire son's first installment school fees. It's fine. You good for you. I'm happy for you. Must be nice. But I'm not doing that. So as you grow older, you just learn to operate using your goals, using your plans. And anyway, life has already peleka mbio, so there's very little room to be influenced. And if you're being influenced, mostly you're being influenced in other angles that are positive because you have so much that you need to do.
For me, I think it depends, honestly. Because now, if it's an influence for things like nutrition, so the older you get, the more you need to stay healthy. The kinds of food you eat. So if it's nutrition or workout, if both are concerned, then I'll agree to feel that pressure. But if it's the muscles are
so vitu za dunia hazikupi pressure.
Mambo ya dunia.
As far as let's say wigs, dressing is concerned, you also need to look good anyway. So it depends with pressure. So that's it. I don't think
So what you're saying
all
is
I get.
pressure in a change. Your kind of pressure is different. Yeah, your kind of pressure is different. Yeah, so yours is more goal based. Like what is this thing gonna be used for? Alafu now there's extra.
So for example, the way people are drinking okra water because it's healthy, ulikimbia hapo.
I feel like Nancy definitely did that.
Definitely. It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad
it's
thing,
nice
yeah.
to try out these
You're
things.
forming a weapon against me. And it cannot prosper.
You're really-
I'll not answer that. That's a weapon formed against me.
Wait, I'm interested to also know, and I think of it in the Gen Z context. Do you think there are some positive angles of peer pressure? And I'll tell you why I asked this question. And I'd really like to hear, as Gen Zs, what do you think there are any positive things that could come out of societal pressure, peer pressure?
I agree. Yeah, there are. I want to say I get a lot of pressure from LinkedIn, but not really. Youngest dream. I was a PhD student at 19. There's not that kind of pressure, but when I see someone doing really well in their careers, in their accomplishing goals, and they're like young, my age, I usually get like positive peer pressure. I'll try to do something based on those needs. Actually, the most of the influence that I get, because I don't get it from influencers, I get it from my friends who are doing really well, people I look up to, like my sister who's doing really well. Those are the kinds of peer pressure I get, and I usually take them in stride, try and do whatever I want to do, just to better myself. Yeah, so I get a lot of good pressure from such, especially career. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna write on what Wambu said. I remember a few days ago I was telling my aunt the way I feel like I'm so behind in life. Okay, no, in life, okay, I'm so behind in terms of just basically life. Because
in your whole 19 years, you're so behind.
John,
in your teens.
So I was telling her most of people like my age have like may succeed. Like really, really good. People are like abroad doing masters. People like have good jobs. So I was telling her I'm stressed, because wanafika hapa na mimi too. I'm just, I don't know. It was really stressful at that time. But she told me don't feel the pressure. Everyone has their own timing. Yeah. Just go with the pace. Don't feel pressured. Because there's a lot of pressure. But that's positive pressure. Because it's making me feel like I want...
You want to be better.
Yeah, be better. Yeah, that's the kind of positive pressure I want. To feel like I can achieve more. Because, hey...
And let me tell you, even me in my very many years, I still feel that kind of pressure where like my peers are doing crazy things and you want to be like them, and sometimes you feel like, why am I stagnant? And that will give you now, I don't know, if you take it, you can take it two ways. It can be negative, it can be positive. If you take it negative, lying down, that's on you. It's gonna give you a lot of like mental health issues. It's gonna give you like maybe depression. I've seen people fall into depression because of especially comparison. But if it's a source of motivation to you, then that's a good thing. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. But I still have it even years later. Older than you.
It's never gonna end. Do you actually have that?
A bit of it, for sure. But as we grow older, you kind of have navigated it or know how to deal with it. And Nancy?
Yeah. I had a question. So let's say you get a new job. And then you walk into this office and then you realize your peer, your age mate, that person you went to school with is your boss. Will you feel pressured? Will you feel the pressure? Will you have some sort of guilt?
Personally.
How will your reaction be?
To be honest, personally, I don't think I'll feel pressured. So that's a good thing.
Vibe.
No, you're not that serious though. But
you want to ask yourself how they got there, considering they are your boss, and maybe the business is theirs. You're the owner of that business.
It's a 50-50 thing, honestly.
Yeah, I think at Amimi it's a 50-50 thing, because currently, as I speak right now, none of my peers are my bosses where I work, but I know of people I went to school with who are doing really well, like even in an international level, they're doing really, really well. So I wouldn't be shocked if I went to like an organization like that and found them ukoivoju. Yeah, I'd feel some type of way, definitely.
Honestly.
Like they are miles and miles ahead in terms of like career. But I wouldn't necessarily feel bad. Do you think you'd feel bad?
No, I won't feel bad.
Are you sure?
I somehow feel pressured.
Oh yeah, pressure too.
Pressure.
And I think it's an opportunity for them to ask, because now you have an opportunity to ask them the questions. How did you get here so quickly? And if you look at it from a good attitude angle, they're likely to fast pace you, mentor you, and move you to the next level. Yeah.
It's a 50-50 thing.
And you know the craziest thing about comparison and people who looking at people who are in the same level, you never put into consideration luck that is in the role that luck plays in people's lives. You could be leaving school the same time. This person this person happens to have a job opportunity that's really good. And then they get fast-paced of course they're working hard, but it's the chance that they have gotten that one, they could be lucky to get that job opportunity, because at this point we are both don't have experience. We both don't have experience, we both have the same kind of accolades. And then now they will be fast-paced. And then there's you who will stay like, let's say 6 months. So by the time you're comparing yourself 3 years after post-graduation, this person has 3 years experience, you probably have like 2 or 1. And then it becomes, and then it's not fair. It's not really an equal playing field.
Yeah, I'd even say luck and so many other situations in life. Sometimes even demographic, like where you live. Some people just finished campus and went back home to Shago before you got a job to get here. Right. So as compared to me, who wakes up in the morning with my pile of CVs going around dropping them, you have to make a trip here to come and drop one CV. So many factors contribute to our journey in life. But it doesn't take anything away from it. And just like Nancy said earlier, we're going to have our different times when we bloom. So you just need to keep at what you're good at. And sorry, just to go back to a question I had asked earlier, if you think there's any form of social pressure that is positive. I was thinking about what we had in Nairobi and in Kenya actually a few months ago. So we had a whole revolution that was led by Gen Z. A huge part of that was actually pressure, right? But I feel like it was a good pressure. So we came together and we fought for a common cause, and our voices were heard simply because we influenced each other and went to the streets and made our voices heard, that we do not approve of a certain kind of a bill that is trying to be passed because of 1, 2, 3. And it worked. So I feel like there's a positive side of pressure. If used in the right way, in the right context, and not overused, we could also use it as a good thing.
I agree. And if you accept it, if you accept to be pressured in the right way, then I don't think you should be complaining about social pressure. I want to go back to social media and influencers. Maybe you guys, do you follow a lot of influencers?
I do.
You do?
Well, not a lot, but I do.
I know for us, maybe it's part of the job. For literally everyone here, it's part of the job to follow influencers. But on your, beyond the job level, do you follow influencers for like your personal reasons? You do? You guys do?
Yeah, we do.
Do you feel like the influencer culture has contributed to like a lot of societal pressure? And how does that affect your pocket? Would you buy now something because an influencer told you can buy it?
I certainly would. So I have a couple of influencers who I follow, mainly because I feel either because of their content or because of how they live their lives that I probably aspire to be like them. Would they influence me to buy something? Certainly, because also I use them as a source of information. When something new comes up and I might not know, you're not probably going to know everything that is popping up in the world every day, trying to keep up with what's happening. But they have a way of just bringing onto the table whatever is fresh, whatever is new. And then I pick from that, if it is a skincare product, if it is an event, if it is like the different things that are happening in the world. And they'll influence me. They'll influence me to go to an event. They influence me to buy a weave. Well, no, that's a joke on you, no. But and so yes, I do.
For me, I wouldn't say I would, but I have.
You have?
Yeah, I've got something out of being influenced.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it was your skincare with no.
Leave that. It's a different one. It's a different one, but still a skincare product.
Oh, okay. I thought it was that one. I didn't
terribly burnt my face. Yeah.
Oh, it was bad to your face.
Like just a burning sensation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nancy, you've been through it.
A lot.
You have been through it.
So me, I feel like it depends. Not every time, honestly. These days, I'm grown, I'm mature. Sometimes I just see things nice, I'm actually save.
Yeah.
Which I go back to it but when it's something I need, I'm gonna buy. But these days, no. I just like literally they've tagged the clothing page. I just go check, save one photo, and say I'm gonna go back when I need a photo. At least I have an idea. Right now, no.
I think I think mine is the same thing. Like I'll definitely be influenced and coerced, not coerced. Like I'd be more willing to buy from a certain brand when it's endorsed by an influencer, especially one that I trust. And I don't follow many of them, but the ones that I follow and they inspire me in my life. Those ones I definitely would buy into anything they're selling. But it's not at limited. I'll remove my money, like my rent, and then go buy things there. Yeah, I definitely will save for it, and then get it when I can.
Have you ever gotten into debt out of pressure?
Out of social
Debt
pressure?
appears, yeah.
Not even that. Ushaifuliza.
That's a debt.
If you've ever fully sad.
Yeah.
Because of mini
Pressure.
Social pressure.
Is this a safe space?
It's a safe space.
It's a safe space, one boy.
It's a safe space.
Yeah, I wanna say yes. But I knew money was coming in, so it's just send me cash. I'm gonna send you. Like your partner in a few days, I'm gonna send it back. Yeah, and it's only because I wanted to go out with my friends. Yeah, I've done that before.
Interesting.
Me no. Me I've never fully sad.
Never
Like sorry, like I am now go payoki too. Because Kitambo used to like occur a lot of credit. Nikiwa primary, it used to accumulate. I didn't pick 250. After that, I was so traumatized. So I never fully that. Yeah, but I have.
It's a good thing to be
never
traumatized.
taken any debt to go to buy. No, I've never. Mambo ya deni. No.
You, Nancy, have you? You have.
Yeah, I think I have. I just don't remember what.
Yeah, you think you have?
I have.
Like me, Joanne?
I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. I mean, you're out and it's the night is turning better than you thought it would.
Yes.
And the money that you had carried has sort of ended. But that doesn't mean the party needs to end. You just go and
Party don't stop.
Party don't stop. Party don't stop.
Party
Tomorrow, and after all, it's your money. Even if you pay tomorrow, today, the day after.
It's yours. Yeah, I agree. We promise we take Centonomy training seriously. We promise.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just once in a while.
So guys, we want to take a little commercial break. I want to ask these peeps some fun questions, and you can also answer in the chat box. Whatever. So Joanne, Nancy, and Mambo, I want to ask you, would you rather questions, okay? Honesty. Tafadhali. So guys, would you rather be known for your success or known for your kindness? Success.
Yeah.
Nancy.
I think kindness goes along. Okay, I think kindness.
Kindness, actually.
For real, I didn't expect you to say that.
I know.
Yeah, Joanne. I mean, Joanne would be.
You're trying to say I'm not kind?
No, I'm just saying success supersedes the kind.
Unkind.
Okay, no, you're not unkind.
So I'd rather be known for my kindness, because I think people will always remember how you made them feel, but they will never quite remember all those doctorates that you had. But how you made someone feel is very important. So I
You guys are being serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Imagine same kindness. Sorry.
You don't remember the guy you in your where you grew up who's like a millionaire now?
But what if he treats you badly or unkind?
That success doesn't mean he's treating you badly. It just means it's would you rather?
Okay, guys.
He could be different. He's not treating you kindly, but me, I just.
I know.
But that guy could lose all the billions overnight.
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
But he will still have kindness, Joanne. So what will kindness help him with?
Kindness.
Or it will put him in positions to get more billions.
God sees.
Okay. Okay, let's just hold.
You feel judged.
I feel judged. I thought it will be a split room. Me and Joanne, success, and then you give me kindness.
Wow.
Okay, so the next one. Would you rather find... Okay, I know the answer to this. Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery?
Win the lottery.
Win the
lottery. How much?
Guys, love. Me, I'd go for love.
Ekra, you're a liar.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I swear. Na kama huyo mtu nitapata atanipatia hizo pesa ningeshinda.
Love over lottery.
Na kama huyo mtu utapata
kwa Range Rover.
Okay.
Wewe heriulia kwa Range Rover ama let me know what. Me, I think you guys are lying. First of all, I'm not lying here.
That was such a no-brainer.
Yeah, lottery is usually...
It's a 50-50
100K, 100
I feel like there's a cheat code for love, because for love, if I have my baby, first of all, you don't even have a choice. You're gonna love me. I'm your mother. I'm amazing. So I can get my way out of love.
Yeah.
But lottery.
Like 100 M's dollars.
You guys.
100 M's, Ekra. But you find your true love.
It's 50-50.
Kwani ni Cinderella.
Sini judge ni 50-50. Cinderella.
That love will come with the lottery.
What is the...
Sorry, love will come with the lottery.
Yeah.
What if? Now we are saying what if. But this one you've been given a sure bet.
So what are you going to do with love in the first place?
Let's begin there.
Sawa, Joanne.
Joanne is asking the right questions.
Anatuattack hapa.
Joanne is asking the right questions.
Okay, so the last one. Would you rather be the smartest room in the room but lonely, or the dumbest but surrounded by friends? Would you rather be the smartest person in the room but lonely, or the dumbest person but surrounded by friends?
That's a tough one.
I want to be smart. Even though I'm lonely. Because if I'm smart, I'll find a way to twist you to like me. And even if you don't like me, I mean, I'm smart.
Smartest but the lonely.
You guys have never had that thing that says the funny guy wins. It's like the dumb guy wins. Like, doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But wins what?
Like,
okay, sorry.
You guys would rather be lonely.
Me, I'd rather be the dumbest.
Same.
But surrounded by friends.
I'd rather be dumb.
Same.
What if they're laughing at you at your dumbest?
No, me, I don't know. I'm not changing. I feel like I'd rather be.
Yeah, you can fit in their pockets.
Yeah.
Their stomach.
Yeah, you can fit in their stomach.
Yeah.
Truly. Me, I'd rather be dumb, imagine.
Same.
Lonely. Lonely is the feeling. It's not like you're alone. You're lonely. Lonely is actually the feeling. Like you're feeling it.
But there are things you can get, you can do to get yourself out of that lonely feeling.
Yeah.
So your smartness will help you do that.
Mm-hmm.
You can watch movies.
You can watch movies. You can have a bottle of wine.
Because you're smart, you'll be analyzing those movies. That's always enjoy.
But actually, when you look at it, it's actually way out of talk. But the smartest guys are the people who are always lonely.
They are.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Are you saying...
No! Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm done with that. DJ, back to you.
Yeah, that was a good commercial break. I think we can go back to what we were discussing. Getting into debt because of society pressure. Do you guys know of someone who has gotten into... I know a lot of, especially guys, especially men get to do this, and I'm so sorry to put them on blast. But I've seen men take loans to take their girlfriends to the nicest places, take loans to buy their girlfriends cars, and not even tell them. Yeah, I've seen that kind of needs.
Men have taken loans for dowries, for weddings. And it's all out of love.
Wait, John. I feel like someone my age taking a loan to take a girl out on a date. You're crazy. Because why are you doing that? If she doesn't love you right now, let's say you're like 23 and you're taking a loan to take a girl out, why would you do that? You can't say it's out of love, Joanne. No, it's bad. You're still young.
But you see, maybe you actually do want this person to be your wife in future.
Yeah, but
and you're gonna, it's not like you're never going to get to the point where you can actually afford these places. It's this period that you don't have it. Yeah, I'm not backing it up. I'm just saying I kind of understand
where they're coming from.
But I wouldn't advise that.
Oh, definitely.
If I found out my boyfriend took a loan to take me out, that's weird.
But are you comfortable sitting in a kibanda?
Hey, nipeleke kibanda ni join una afford. Liko nipeleke Kempinski na
How many
need
times
alone.
will you go at the kibanda, Janzi? Thank you.
No, but okay.
Yeah.
It's like John, sorry, Nancy. Okay. If your son took a loan to take a girl out, how would you feel about that? Because of pressure.
I'd sit them down and, have a chat with them, but then I'd also want to see the girl because, wow. The son who are worth the risk.
The saddest part is we're all ladies out on dates. And you're probably a victim and you don't even know, as much as tunaikataa kwa nguvu.
Yeah, truly, yeah, for real. But I think especially men, I've seen a lot of men taking bad dates for societal pressure, especially if you get into circles where everyone is driving the same a big car. Now they're getting into pressure to buy a very unique car. Now they're in debt for years and years. I think we all read Confessions of Nairobi Men. Men munapitia. It's very intense.
Also, I feel like it's not just relationships. I feel like also men do a lot of things like betting. I don't know if I say that. Betting this cryptocurrency things, these forex things. I feel like they do it because of a lot of pressure. Honestly, especially forex. I've met a lot of guys who are just doing forex because they had this guy earned this money.
That's true.
That's true. The other men.
But then it's the society we live in. They need to make money. It's been conditioned that they are the ones who need to make money. So you kind of understand where they're coming from. You need to make money, and now there's that pressure of they need to make money fast. Someone who's 22 does not have the same pressure as someone. A man who's 22 does not have the same pressure as a lady who's 22. His is way more. It's way more intense.
What kind of solution can you give to this person? Suppose someone is married, they probably took a loan to take care of their wedding, the expenses. Alafu unakuja kuibuka wewe. How are you gonna help this guy?
You as the wife.
You as the wife.
You as the wife.
Pay your loan, ama you just you'll.
I mean, we're assuming now that you're in marriage, now you're one. So that as Waithaka said, we are one. So I'm assuming now his debt is now part of I don't want to say it's your debt, but you have a responsibility to help him out one way or another. And you can attend Centonomy class, learn how to pay debt, bio. These things will be.
I feel like at some point you actually do have to stop that. What happened? If you didn't pick it up before you got married, it was there and you just didn't see it. Because why are you taking a huge loan to finance a wedding that you can also go to the AG's office and use a very little amount of money and invite your friends over for lunch? So from the very basic point of it, you have a problem. And if you don't stop it, then you are teaching this woman who now, for example, is me, who I'm the wife, that we can live this life that we actually can't.
Yeah, it is a lie.
So we are going to live like that for the next, I don't know how many years. I'm going to keep giving you pressure to take our children to ridiculously priced schools. I'm going to expect us to live in a certain place. I'm going to expect us to drive a certain car. And if you try to keeping up with the Joneses and giving me that, like, there's no way you're going to go very far. So I feel if it was me, I would be like, okay, let's sit down. This is our situation. This is what we can afford. We already have a loan that we are paying that is not for an asset. Okay, maybe a marriage is an asset, is it? I don't think so. Anyway, we're already paying for a loan that is not an asset. Moving forward, we need to engage brains whenever we, do these things.
Wait, John, I'm going to attack you.
Yeah.
You said you're okay with a guy taking a loan to take a girl out, but you're not okay with a guy taking a loan to do like a wedding.
Yeah.
Double standards.
No, not double standards. Think about it. Taking someone out, how much can it be? Max Fuliza 2,000.
Vacation.
Okay, may meant lunch.
Okay.
honestly,
We are not on the
if it comes to me, fine, I could even let him get away with it, but it won't go without a lesson. You know how mothers operate. I'm like, this is the last time. If you can afford chapo and madondo, please do chapo and madondo.
Yeah.
Next time, you cannot use money you do not have to please people.
Or even save
comes
up.
with a lesson. And I'm talking about a wedding. This is a whole marriage that you're creating with such weak, foundations. You see, so no.
And why are you seeking help? Why are we helping you get married?
And from that point on, we all have own you guys, so your life is our business.
Yeah. Anything that happens, mnarudi kwa hiyo WhatsApp group.
You post for us.
Post for us. We need to know how the marriage is going.
Yeah, and we even need to know how you spend that money.
Yeah.
We should even share a budget.
Na ukienda honeymoon tunaenda na nyinyi. But we need to realize that not all debts are bad. With debt here, you could keep up na appearances. Definitely, that's not a good thing. If you're getting debts to buy liabilities,
that's the problem.
It's a bad debt as well.
For example, I had a friend. I hope he won't see this video. He used to call me every time he was in the club. I'm like, Star, are you serious? You're in the club and you're calling me to send you money because you want to fit in. Namwambia switch marafiki wako. Hapana wana. That pissed me off and I cut him off because of that. Like, that's crazy business. The moment you feel like umefuliza, umefika mwisho, don't go borrowing other people money. Just chuck. Nivo. Crazy business.
So riding on that wave, what are some ways we can avoid like social pressure? Do you think?
I feel like when it comes to people like friends, learn how to say no. Okay, I'll say for example me, recently last month my friends were going out. I don't know if you guys know this place called Burudani where people do activities. I don't know. I've never heard of it. They do a lot of activities. Yeah. So my friend just called me on Sunday afternoon. Nimetulia tu ekro kwapi. Nikwambia niko home. Si utoke hivi tuende burudani na muldo inahitaji how much? Can I message activities na range 1,000 to 1,500 and we're gonna do like 3. I'm like, sir, nimetulia tu hivi. So I was like, I don't think I have the cash right now. Can I make una savings? I was like, sir. So nitoe pesa kwa savings because of impromptu. So I just told him, right now, no, I'm not gonna be able to afford. But mjimame na mnitumie picha next time niambia mapema. And that was it. And we're still friends. I just told him in a nice way. I'm not gonna be able to go in knowing I hadn't budgeted for that and I'm gonna go at a loss.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a lot of money.
Learning.
For me, I think it's the power of saying no and having financial discipline.
Yes.
Yeah, because saying no is as much as investment as saying yes to things that matter to you. Yeah.
Preach.
Social pressure can feel like a powerful tool, but if you do not have boundaries, you're not able to protect your financial health. So say no because it's also healthy.
Yeah,
the
to
same
say no.
way as saying yes to things that matter to you.
True.
I'd say operating with a plan and constantly remembering to reward yourself so that it doesn't feel like you're just planning and not having fun. So if it's like things where you feel when I use the money, it's going to take quite a lot from me, plan for them. So even though someone comes and says in August, we're going for this girls trip that's worth 40,000, and you do not have that amount of money, you'd already planned for December.
Yeah.
So you go to December anyway, you still have the fun anyway, but you've planned for December. So if you operate with a plan, there are very few chances left for people to come and just knock you off your plan because you have something that you're prescribing to. You're not being easily swayed. Yeah,
I agree. And I think mine falls on the planning as well. You could have a sinking fund for things that you do with your friends. A sinking fund means that you're putting money aside for things that may come up that you know will come up. So hanging out with friends, will come up. Your friend's birthday is in August. You don't know what she's planning to do, but to go July, to go May, you can start putting away kidogo money, and if you cannot afford it at that point, just say no, and then move on. You'll do something else with them. So planning definitely helps. Like everything you guys have said, I agree, 100%. Yeah,
but if it's a positive pressure, then it's worth the investment. Let's say there's an event and maybe they probably charge
that's a nice way to look at it.
50,000 for attendance. Would you be able to? Would you be willing to?
Wait, hold up, 50,000 for attendance.
Yes.
Nani anakuja Kenya? Ama ni nini?
Elon Musk.
But you see, sorry, I was on set with Nancy in the previous episode, and I think she said she wants to go and listen to Andrea. He's called Andrea Bocelli.
Oh, Andrea.
Yeah, he does violins.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different experience.
Yeah.
Sasa, Ekra, atuonge juu ya cranium. So the goals are different. 50,000 is a little.
Yeah, some things are worth the investment.
Would you pay 50,000 for an event, Nancy? Sema tu kweli, sidanganye mbele
If it's worth it, I would for sure.
Would you?
Depends.
Would you?
Event
Exactly. I need you to say that.
But you don't expect to see Beyonce on any cranium praises. But we love cranium.
Watch it online.
Just watch it online. But I agree with what you said. I hadn't looked at it like that. If it's positive pressure, then you can say yes. Just figure out how to do it without hurting your finances. I think that's the thing to say. Planning, of course, the way we said.
Especially
planning ahead.
Because I remember last year I didn't go for any event. So I told myself this year, I'm going to save up. I don't do an event, Karina save. I just was saving. So events, Nimenda this year, only God knows.
And I think because we are talking a lot about experiences like traveling and going places and going for concerts, we have ways and things that have been brought that can make it easier for us. So for example, we have travel tours and travel companies that allow you to pay in installments.
Exactly.
So you kind of pre-book what you want to do, where you want to go, and then you just pay kidogo. So the tools are there. It's up to us to plan well and just pick them up and use them to achieve our goals or dreams.
Actually, I have a question for you guys. So recently I had something interesting. So someone told me, okay, so first of all, let me ask you guys, do you feel like, for example, there's this guy who sells shoes and he gives out a Lipa Pole Pole plan where you can buy shoes in like 4 months. Do you feel like people who use the Lipa Pole Pole plan are like, can't afford it? Because someone told me ati watu wanatumia Lipa Pole Pole hawezangi kuafford, wanajaribingi kuzistretch. Do you feel like it's a bad
I don't think so. I think it's being smart.
Yeah, because me, I use Lipa Pole Pole.
I think it's being smart.
So when she told me that, I was really offended. Like, do you mean I'm broke?
No, I don't think so. You want quality. You want quality, but you don't have the money right now.
And we just don't want to spend it immediately.
And if the only problem will be if the interest is now ridiculous. Yeah, so if it's a 4K shoe and now you're buying it with Lipa Pole Pole, it's gonna end up to be 6K. That doesn't make sense. But if the interest is bearable, if I'm gonna pay like 200 bob extra, then that's fine. I don't think there's a problem.
I feel like it's a very interesting question because you gave the example of shoes, but it exists even in other things like furniture. You will see, like they come get a bed for 120,000, come get a fridge for
even phones.
Yeah, phones. Like mega things, like things that cost a lot, and then you Lipa Pole Pole, but there's an interest attached to it. Is it something that I would do? No, because I don't feel like some of those things that are sold on that basis are a need. Like I won't survive simply because I'm using a 21-inch and I want a 60-watt inch. You see, I don't feel like it's a need. So why do I have to subscribe myself to extra amount and extra interest for a long period of time, something that's not a need? But I do understand the people who would actually Lipa Pole Pole, because there's someone who, for them, their goal and their target is actually that That TV.
Yeah.
And me, I'm thinking it's not an asset. Someone is like, me, that TV is everything in my house.
And the thing is, you have like that too. You want to buy a TV, but you can only save that 5K a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can you send it there, and you want something that will keep you accountable. You want somewhere where, especially if you don't have the discipline to save, especially, I think a Lipapole plan is a good avenue to try out.
But just to need the Lipapole, me, I feel like the Lipapole plan that I'm against, and most of it is influenced by social pressure, is when someone really wants a phone, because these days phones are sold on that Lipapole. So you go buy a phone, let's say you pay 22K, for example, the phone is like 100K, so you pay, let's example, 22K, so you continue paying on a weekly basis until that 100K is. So I don't understand the concept of that, because it doesn't add up. Why are you unatumia simu ya deni? I'm always against that. I don't know why people do it. I feel like it's,
and I feel like, what if you get into a habit of constantly just getting things, and by the time you're a certain age, you are paying for so many things that you don't already own that are not assets. That's my problem. They're not assets at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So if something was to happen to you, like, and these things are just continuing to decrease in value, they're not putting any money in your pocket, that would be a concern for me.
I think the best way to now tackle the Lipapole is just save. Like the money you're supposed to send to those guys, you save
Why
it,
don't you
and
save
then
it?
at the end of that period, get what you will need to get. Yeah. I think that's it. Oh, so I think we are coming to the end of this podcast.
But before we close, I think I'd also want to understand if any of us has made an investment, like a bad investment because of social pressure. Yeah. Do you think you guys have invested? And I feel like it's a paradox question, because investments are good, right?
Yeah.
But it was done out of social pressure. Anybody who has done that?
I actually haven't, to be honest.
I'm trying to see if I have.
You remember when people walikuwa wanaenda kuskaniwa macho? Are you among the people?
No.
Certainly not. No, I didn't. Did they actually get the 7K? Was it 7K?
Yeah, they actually got
7,000 shillings. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But me, actually,
I don't think, is that social pressure, money pressure? Maybe money will take me there.
Yeah, money. That's what I feel like that was money.
I think that was,
that was money.
Yeah. I think social pressure will now engage places like Forex and if, when you get into like an investment that you do not understand, but you were seeing someone doing it, and you want to be like them, so you're getting into that with your eyes closed. I don't think I have made, but I have seen people who have made bad investments just because it's the wave. Like the previous episode where they talked about financial blunders. Remember when there was a wave of guys were carrying quails and quail business and quail eggs?
Yes. And the whole thing just collapsed.
It collapsed, and people were left with like trays and trays of quail eggs. Crazy.
Yeah, Nancy, would you like to go first?
Okay, I don't think I have, but I almost.
You almost did?
When I was in campus, there was this. I should mention the name here.
What was
about the civil law?
That I almost fell into a trap with. Yeah, as a student, but lucky enough, I didn't.
Students are normally vulnerable to that.
That's true.
I think people prey on students because you need the money, you have the time.
Yes. I have done an investment out of peer pressure. So I bought, I don't know if you guys know containers. So I bought a container. So there's a time when people were really buying them, and then you partition them and you let them out as shops. And it was the thing to do. I was a bit younger, and everybody was doing it. So I also bought it. Do I regret? Not so much, because the investment is still there. The bit about an investment, it is an investment. And I went and I partitioned it and I let it out as shops. But that money, if I had done with it something, then it would have probably been giving me a higher return right now, because my where I have positioned them, they don't bring as much rental income. So my ROI has taken such a long period of time. But that's what everybody was doing at that time. So I have. And the quail egg business that people got into, and some people had to throw away eggs, even let the birds fly. Investments are nice, but I also feel like sometimes you go into the market, don't know why you're investing, and you just want to ride with the wave, and that can be dangerous.
True. Wow, this has been a lot. But it's nice to be up with you guys. So what parting shot do you have? What is something that you'd tell a younger self about social pressure and their finances? Your younger self, or speak to someone younger who might be a bit more naive.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Me, well, okay, when pressure visits, when it visits, if it comes in terms of someone seeking help when you're able to, assist when you're able to, but do it wisely. But also learn where to say no and where to say yes. Because, and I'll reiterate because I'd mentioned it earlier, saying no is as much an investment as saying yes to things that matter to you. So it is not bad to say no. It is okay to say no, but remember it's also an investment, because social pressure can feel like a powerful tool, but if you do not have boundaries, then your financial health will be at a risk. Yes.
John?
So mine would be, it doesn't matter how hard you try, how much you try keeping up with the Joneses, if you do not operate with your own passions, goals, points of happiness, you'll keep falling short because you're trying to hit some other person's goal. By the time you hit it, they've moved on to something else.
True.
So you have to set your goals. They're the ones that are going to feel so, like, when you set a goal and you meet it, the way you feel so excited and energetic, that will only happen if you meet your goals. So if you keep trying to meet someone else's goal, by the time you hit it, they've moved on to another goal. So you'll never hit it. Yeah. So you'll keep on getting disappointed and using money in the process.
So for me, what I'd say is, guys, live within your means. Don't live outside of your means because of social pressure. And say, you told me, just live within your means. That's something I've actually learned. I learned this year and I've actually been trying to do that, and it's working. So just live within your means and yeah.
So I think mine is discipline. You can do a lot of things when you're disciplined. So if it's something you can save for it, have sinking funds, have all these saving avenues that will help you even be able to do these things that other people in society are doing without hurting your personal finance. And remember, the goal is to wealth creation. So if it's not adding to you, it doesn't have to. You don't have to do it. So yeah, financial discipline. Discipline will get you places. Thank you guys for joining us for this episode. We'd like to ask you to like, share, comment, subscribe to Behind the Curtain podcast with Centonomy. We have been your people here at Centonomy. Please join us in the next one very soon. Bye.
Toodles.
Please subscribe.
Subscribe.